asked about when a man marries two women, how should the two wives treat each other? I get many questions in this regard. And in the same line, there are some questions where I hear that some sisters are very eager to get a second wife to her husband. She's working hard to get him married and all of that. I want to summarize all of that in brief. Number one, the permissibility in Islam to take a second wife is limited to فَانْكِحُوا مَا طَابَ لَكُم مِّنَ النِّسَاءِ مَثْنَى وَثُلَاثَ وَرُبَاعَ. While it was before this verse open, and when it was revealed, some companions had 10 wives at a time. And before that, some prophets had over 100 wives at a time. Prophets of Bani Israel, children of Israel. So Islam came, the Islamic Sharia of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam came to put restrictions on that and to limit it. So the maximum number is 4 once the man fulfills the same conditions of marrying the very first one, which is number 1, al-ba'a. Man istata'a minkum al-ba'ata falyatazawwaj. And there is no fear that it will ruin his marriage life, whether the first or the second. And he is capable financially and physically to support 2 houses. When some people misunderstand this permissibility and they take, I'm fulfilling the tradition of the Prophet, I gotta do that. He can barely support 1 wife. He's having a problem taking his kids to proper schools. And he is looking forward to take a second wife. And he gets her in the same house, and there, wrestling will start. Is this right? Nobody said so. So it's a test for a woman to have a co-wife. She is asked to be patient and to treat her nicely like every Muslim sister. In the hadith which is collected by Imam Muslim, and by the way, Muslim and al-Bukhari, it's a sound hadith narrated by Abu Hurairah, may Allah be pleased with him. In that hadith, the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Muslimu akhul Muslim. Muslim is a brother of every Muslim. And in that hadith he said, and a woman should not ask a man to divorce his wife لِتَكْفَأَ مَا فِي إِنَائِهَا, to empty her plate or dish, to kick her out of his life. Whether in order to marry him, or if they are already married as a co-wife, she wants him to get rid of the other spouse. That is not permissible. This is haram. Everyone has their own provision. So, when some sisters are eager to get their husbands married, I said, calm down, take it easy. That's a test. Don't ask for it. Don't say, bring it on. Rather, if it happens, be patient. And you have to understand that you have rights to be preserved and duties to fulfill. Not to go around and try to look for a wife for your husband. And in most cases, the sister, after this happens, from the first day, jealousy will tackle her heart, and they will start fighting and say that he's changed, he is not doing this, he's not doing that, and they keep us busy with phone calls and questions and all of that. If it happens, then you treat her like your Muslim sister, like your own sister. Well, you don't want to treat her, you don't want to have any relation with her. She's living in her house, you're living in your house, the man is sufficing for both of you, that's fine. And if you avoid talking about her at all, if that will bring peace to both of you, that is perfectly fine. Of course, the ideal standard is to cooperate and help one another, so that if you're going out, she would look after your kids and vice versa. And if he's traveling, if he's one of those who travel abroad, every once in a while he takes one of you and alternate. But this is such an ideal scenario that it is very, very rare to take place. I'm not saying that men should not be doing it, nor am I saying that it is haram or disliked. I'm saying it is permissible, but only for those who can afford it. And if a wife happens to know that her husband is taking another wife, this is something that Allah permitted him to do, so be patient with it. Do not ask for divorce, do not make a big deal out of it, unless if the man cannot afford to take care of the 2 houses at a time. Wallahu ta'ala a'la.